Hey everyone, GrimmChorizo here, and this is Ringside Predictions. This is where I give you my predictions for the upcoming pay-per-view of the month. And this Sunday is Night of Champions, so let's get started. On the kickoff show, it's going to be Neville and the Lucha Dragons teaming up in a six-man tag match to face Stardust and the Ascension, going by the Cosmic Wasteland. Now, as much as I would love to say the Cosmic Wasteland win, because they have more to gain here. The Ascension haven't been able to do anything for months. Now they're paired with Stardust, who is a guy who really deserves to be doing something cool. I love the trio. I think it is great. And by all means, they're an actual team. Neville and the Lucha Dragons, I see, is kind of teamed up just to combat this new stable. But with that said, as much as I'd like Cosmic Wasteland to win, I'm going to go Neville and Lucha Dragons. I think it's just a safe bet that typically, and this is not always true, kickoff shows, they usually have, a face victory. And I don't think, as sad as it is, I don't think that there's any real big plans for this Cosmic Wasteland. I think it was just something thrown together probably because they all wear face paint. I think the Ascension fits perfectly with Stardust. I love it. But I hope I'm proven wrong, but my prediction is going to be Neville and the Lucha Dragons. And don't get me wrong, I love Neville and the Lucha Dragons, but like I said, they're not really a unit. I see the Cosmic Wasteland, even though they've only been teaming for a little bit, I see them as an actual group. The feud that should have died before it started. Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler. And Lana's out of the equation now because of her wrist. But we've seen some interesting developments here. It looks like Ziggler is actually liking Summer Rae, or it's all just big mind games or something. He gave her a gift on Raw, and on SmackDown he basically said that it was very cryptic, but that it may have meant something special, like he wants to be with her. Now, personally, I hate the storyline, but they have an opportunity to do something very awesome here with a double turn. This is not my prediction because they wouldn't do it. My prediction is that Dolph Ziggler's going to win, and we're all supposed to love Dolph Ziggler because he's the face. But what I would like to see happen is Ziggler and Summer get together and, Summer turns on Rusev. This gives Rusev sympathy and turns Ziggler heel. I don't see it happening, but I figured, I'd let you know my thoughts. But my prediction is Dolph Ziggler wins. And hopefully, can we just get this feud over with? Please. Please. The Divas title, Nikki Bella, the longest reigning Divas champ in history, defending against Charlotte. So, on Wrestling Roundup, I kind of ranted about this. I'll just do a short version. Nikki retained on Raw. Didn't bother me that she's the longest reigning champ. I just felt like they did a terrible job of building up a good story up to why she did it. They just did the twin magic thing, which they've done. It's a stupid, shitty excuse for an ending. And then Stephanie says that she has to uphold the integrity when she's like the evil authority figure. Basically, the story sucked. They could have made it a lot better by having Nikki actually have to defend the title, because she hadn't defended it since July. But either way, we're getting this match. My prediction is Charlotte wins, because, now Nikki's broken the record, so I don't think WWE really cares. But I think Charlotte will win, and then I think the next night, Paige is going to turn heel, and we're going to break up these teams, or at least break up Team PCB, and we're going to get some actual interesting Divas storylines. The New Day, WWE Tag Team Champions versus the Dudley Boyz, who returned last month. This is going to be awesome. This is one of the matches I'm most excited for. The New Day, the most entertaining fucking thing on WWE right now. They get better every single week. They deserve to be the tag team champions. Then you have the Dudley Boyz, one of the most legendary and best tag teams in the world ever. And they're going up against each other for the tag team titles. This is a tag team match, a tag team title match that is big. It's a big deal. And they've done a pretty good and entertaining way of building it up. So, honestly, I don't care who wins, but I think the New Day is going to retain. I think this is going to carry on. The Dudley Boyz will get their title win, but I don't think it's going to be yet. I think the New Day is going to cheat and win. Six-man tag match, the Wyatt family, Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman, who joined the Wyatt family last month as well, versus Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and a mystery partner. Well, first of all, it's hard to predict a mystery partner. It could be anyone. Here's what I'm going to rule out. It will not be an NXT call-up. there's been speculation maybe it'll be Baron Corbin because of a bad Photoshop. Maybe it'll be Samoa Joe because he fits in as a badass or something. And yeah, that'd be cool. But why call up NXT guys when you've got people on the roster, or you could make a legend return for something special? So first, I'm gonna just throw out some names here. Eric Rowan was one I thought, but apparently he's not ready to return. And I would be very upset if Rowan fought against the Wyatt family when he just should join the Wyatt family again. So I don't think it's going to be Rowan. It could be someone like Chris Jericho just making a special return, and that would be cool. But here's the thing. They're up against Braun Strowman, this unstoppable monster. So whoever they get is going to have to be someone who can kind of, even the odds. But for my prediction of who it is, I'm just going to say Cesaro. He doesn't have a match. He's really over. It won't be that huge surprise or anything like, oh, I thought it was going to be The Rock, or I thought it was going to be fucking Finn Balor. But it's someone on the roster who doesn't have really a story going on other than Big Show knocking him out over and over again. And I think it would be a good choice. So I'm going to predict Cesaro, and I predict that the Wyatt family is going to win again. I mean, you have this unstoppable monster with Braun Strowman. You actually have a believable monster. Like, he's manhandling these guys. How are they going to lose? They need to keep the Wyatt family as strong as possible for as long as possible and keep them growing. The Wyatt family needs to win this, and I predict that they will. Ryback, the Intercontinental Champion, defending against Kevin Owens. My prediction is that Kevin Owens gets the Intercontinental title here. I thought for sure he was going to win the United States Championship from John Cena a few months ago. They took him out of that title picture, put him in a feud with Cesaro that was very good. They had awesome matches, and Kevin Owens won both of them. And now he's fighting for the Intercontinental Championship. I think the most logical step is to give Owens the title. If he doesn't win it here, he's going to win it very soon, but I say why not here? Owens is, look at what he's done to people in the past. Sami Zayn, Adrian Neville, Solomon Crowe. He's taken people out in NXT very easily. And although Ryback is a big, strong force, I'd like to see Kevin Owens manhandle him and destroy him and win the Intercontinental Championship. So I predict that we're going to see a new IC champ, Kevin Owens. Seth Rollins' first match, defending against John Cena, the United States Championship. I personally think this is going to start the show off or be somewhere in the middle. I think it'd be great to start the show off. I don't think they're going to have Seth Rollins 2 matches back-to-back. But I think Seth Rollins is going to retain the United States Championship against John Cena. So he'll probably have to cheat to do it, but I think Rollins will retain. Then it'll be Seth Rollins versus Sting for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship later in the night. And I think Sting is going to win that one. So Rollins will keep the United States title, but lose the World Championship. So he's still got a title. Sting gets his, title win. He's in history. Then Sheamus comes out and cashes in on Sting. So here's what that accomplishes. Rollins still has a title, the U.S. title. Sting gets his name in the record book in history as a world champion, and he gets a huge win over Seth Rollins. And Sheamus cashes in and is now the world champ. You have I think it's a good idea. As much as I don't want Rollins to not be world champ, they could even do something with the Authority having set up for Sheamus to do it, like the Authority's partnering with Sheamus. That is if Rollins retains. But I think Sting's going to get it just so he has that accolade. He doesn't need a big long reign, and this is the perfect way to get the title off of him very quickly. So those are my predictions. I'm pretty excited for this pay-per-view. I'm not stoked, but I'm pretty excited. It's got a pretty good card, and I personally don't really like Night of Champions. I don't think it's a really good pay-per-view because basically all the titles are defended on every pay-per-view either, so why have one where its gimmick is every title's defended, I would rather they just bring back like Backlash or Unforgiven or something like that. But either way, it's a pay-per-view, and it should be pretty good. So thanks for watching my predictions. Next month is Hell in a Cell, so make sure to tune into that. See you guys later.